Hi you guys, this is a woodcut collage that I made. It's also got some rubber prints in it, which we would have done if we'd had class. You have the rubber blocks and you have the cutting tools. I will do a little video demonstration of how to use those things, but until the art stores open up, you're not going to be able to do it. You're going to have to go get some ink. And you can do it on your own, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. You can do it after the class is over. But this is something that we would have been doing. And these collages, these prints have been made over time. I made this figure back in 1988, and it was a guy carrying around a box of rocks. And he didn't have legs, but I always looked at it and thought, oh, it needs legs. So what I did is I printed some wood, and I used those. And I let this guy carry this pile of stuff. And really, I put this together last year, and it was really kind of about immigration, about who's doing the work. And also the border, and people coming in, and, but also the forces that work against people who are working, and a lot of those people are frontline workers now. They're bagging groceries across the street from me, or working in a garage, or working on construction sites. So this is kind of a Trump figure right here, and he blows in, and he's just a circle of hot air. And I added extra pieces onto here, kind of the things that he would say. I added this figure on top of this figure, kind of as a guiding star for this guy as he struggles along. There's a sunflower here that maybe is about Mexico or Central America in terms of being agrarian cultures, and that those guys, a lot of those guys are agrarian workers in fields in California and Arizona. That's where they pick the food, they're farmers. This has got an old instrument in it that looks kind of like a figure, and to me it echoes things about America and about old-time music, which I'm really interested in. And it also works off things like this, which is kind of a dunce cap, but also a Ku Klux Klan type guy, who's got this hatchet arm, and he's got like a cross on the top. The way religion has been weaponized, and they're just prints of screws here. This bird is a messenger, and he's telling something to this guy in terms of like, watching out. There's a figure that looks over the top of this wall. This kind of a meat cleaver type thing on here. There's legs that go down. There's an arm, there's a hand. It's maybe somebody who's been victimized, or maybe it's saying stop, but I think it's somebody who's victimized. It's a work glove. And again, I don't know what this is. I just like how it uses the space. And I like how this gets broken up, and how this is all clustered and kind of, this is just working with gouges in the wood. And I just like how it breaks up light. This figure down here has a T on its tongue, and it's kind of like blind the followers of the leader. And he's just a fool. He's got a funnel on his head, and he's kind of a snake or a worm, and he crawls along, and all he says is T. So that's kind of how I make up images. Traditionally, woodcuts and things like that were used as posters, and I see that as kind of a poster of like resistance. I like to print them up and put them up all over the place if I had the time and energy. But the best thing would be if I could put it on a blueprint machine or something and then wheat paste it. So, the sky's the limit in terms of how big you want to make things. This could be reduced down to a magazine illustration with Photoshop and with a computer to make it an 8 by 12 that would be a loaded image. So that's just kind of how I work up images in terms of collage. And it didn't occur to me until last year. But it's like I got all these elements, and I have a lot of other elements, and it's really a pleasure to put them together. I just glue them down. I use oil-based ink, which is really permanent, and it's just on like a bond paper, like a vellum, an acid-free paper, so it won't turn yellow. That's it.